each time I do a play, someone will tell me, "Ah, man, this is like a movie. I was watching a movie." Yeah. So, have you ever thought about doing this? So I do know what to do as far as writing a script. So I have them. So that's the next thing.
Welcome. You're tuned in to SongLab Live. Thank you. Don't forget to share, subscribe, and follow us on all the social medias.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in. We're going to have a great show today. I got an awesome guest with me. I got an awesome correspondent here with me, and we're going to start cooking. I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to the other side and have this lovely lady introduce herself. Also, our co-host here introduce herself.
Yes.
What's up?
Hi.
Wait.
Okay.
That's a pleasant clap.
In there. I like that. Get me in the moment. For real.
Yeah, if you could tell people your name, your social medias. I want to start with that first so people can follow you. Okay. And then a little bit about your background.
Sure.
And then we'll get into what you got going on.
Sure. I am Sonja Camille, Camille. You can follow me on Instagram with Sonja.Cami, which is short for Camille. So Sonja.Cami, actually. And I am the CEO of Simply Living Productions. Right now, it's a one-woman thing. I'm doing everything, which is fine. I don't mind doing a business, but it's because I have to get to where I'm going.
You gotta go.
In order to grow, you know what I mean? So, it's the business mixed with the creativity. So I write, produce, and direct my own work.
Nice.
So,
wow. Nice. And introduce yourself. You're familiar. I've seen you somewhere. Where have I seen?
I don't know.
Where have I seen her before?
Well, first of all, I'm excited to be here, and it's such a pleasure to meet you.
Yes, nice to meet you.
I'm Miss Nesha B. I'm one half of that sexy duo, Orgasmic Melanin Goddesses. And we just create safe spaces to talk about sex and sexuality. And we'd like to do it in a fun way. And one of the biggest things that we do is the Melanated Sex Expo, which is coming up in February of 2024.
Nice.
So, all right, we give y'all a round of applause.
Yay.
Yeah, so I appreciate you checking your Instagram, responding to it and being like with it, because I normally don't just reach out to people randomly, but I checked the stuff and I was like, I gotta meet her.
Yeah,
she got some cool things going on. Let me see what that's about. If you could tell us about your where you come from, you know, a little bit about your history here in Arizona, what got you out into this 110 degrees for the last 20 days.
Oh my God. Exactly.
Into this atmosphere.
Exactly. But I will always take the hot over the cold. So you all can probably guess where I'm from.
Are you Midwest?
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, I'm from Chicago.
Yeah.
And it gets really, really cold in Chicago.
Oh my goodness. It does.
In Detroit.
Yeah. Well, Chicago's like my second home.
Yeah.
It's so like next door.
It's right next door. So anyway, I've been in Arizona now almost 5 years. The time went by really quickly, but that COVID year, it don't count. You know, so I say 4 years because I put things on hold. But I came out here running. I did a show called Secret Lies and Green Tea. The first year I was here, I got my cast together, started networking, getting with people like-minded in the arts. And there was one actor, Vic Rogers, who I met out here, and he was like, yeah, I'm going to help you. So he started getting people together to come to my auditions, and we just took it from there, sold that show out twice at the Phoenix Arts Center, and of course COVID happened. But I am back with Where's Sapphire Blue.
Yeah.
So that's my whodunit mystery. We've been doing it since last year, moving around to different venues. And now for Sunday, a week from today, we're going to be at the Arizona Broadway Theater. I'm so excited about that. Oh, and we also did a show in February. My first time doing a show in LA that went over very well at the Inglewood Theater.
That's awesome.
Man, and we're going to go back because the connections we made there was amazing. So I'm happy about this show.
Yeah.
It's taking on a life of its own, and my cast is dope.
So the whodunit, what can someone expect that attends this? Can you give me a summary of what this event is?
So where is Sapphire Blue? She is a famous singer gone missing, okay? The night of her concert. So you got some suspense, intrigue, questions. So anyway, after she had been gone missing a while, a detective comes on the scene and he questions her entourage because they're all hanging out at her hotel suite, you know, trying to figure out what's happened, where she is. So the detective shows up and he questions each of them, from her stepson, who's also her drummer, her assistant, I won't give too much, but there's an obsessed fan too.
Always.
Played by Chris Mosley, who's a comedian here. So, man, he is so funny. So he brings that. I got everything in the show. I got comedy, drama. We got music. Robert Hudson, whose voice is amazing. Everybody loves the show. We always get good reviews. So I also have the audience get involved during intermission.
That's what I was just going to ask. Is it interactive? That's awesome.
Yeah. So we tell them at the beginning to listen because you want to win some prizes, right?
Yeah.
So they listen. They're into the show. They're moving with it. They're responding to it. So during intermission, we put it out there. Who do you think
did it?
Yeah, right? So, and they have to tell us why as well. So we kind of pick the person, once they, at the end of the show, pretty much. And we also pick a person who maybe got it wrong, but it was a funny answer. So we kind of do that too. It's fun. The audience just loves it. We'll give prizes.
I know you get some people come out there because I was looking and I thought, it's probably a lot of fun.
It is.
That is so cool. Oh my gosh.
And for them to feel like they're a part of what's happening, we get out there in the audience, we talk to them. It's just fun.
So it's a play.
It's a play.
But there's some interactive elements to it.
Yeah.
Where it's almost like that fourth wall or something like that.
Yeah.
It's broke where you're in the thing.
Yeah, but for this particular play, it's just during intermission, so we don't want too much going on during the show.
Yeah. People talking.
Yeah. So it is during intermission. We get those lights up and they do their, go get their whatever they're going to drink or whatever they're going to eat, come back and we're talking. And some of them are the dinners where we will have dinner too. It's according to what venue. But this particular one Sunday, it's a cash bar. We're just there to mingle, hang out, and have fun. So
that's beautiful. How can people get tickets for this?
Okay, for this particular show, they go to ArizonaBroadway.org. And they're just going to search for my show, Where's Sapphire Blue? And that's how they get their tickets.
Okay.
$30 for general seating and $40 for priority seating. But my priority seating, I think they're probably almost sold out right now. So, but yes, come people.
Nice.
I'm telling you, on a Sunday afternoon, 4 o'clock.
Sounds like so much fun.
It is.
And it sounds different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's always good people always say it's nothing going on here in Phoenix, especially in the Black community. Yeah. But I find stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Like even in your time here, do you find that there's a lot of things to do out here?
A lot of things to do. And I get out there and do them and meet people. And that's how I fill seats as well, because they want to know what's happening and what I'm doing. And they want to be a part of it. So I'm impressed by that. And I'm so impressed by the support I get from Arizona. I hear things that people don't get that support, but I have no complaints. I get that support.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It is so cool.
Yeah. I already know you get on the ground and you do the footwork and you shake hands and you meet people and you kiss babies and you high five.
And that's how I met you out there. Yes.
It's energy too. I think people who say, sometimes you attract who you are.
Yeah.
And I already feel like you just got this energy about you that people just,
I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're magnetic. So
I appreciate that. Yeah.
do you plan to, I know you're talking about Inglewood, do you plan to travel like cross country with this?
I do. They want us in Chicago because I'm from Chicago.
yeah.
So, and you know, people still follow me. I still have an audience in Chicago, and they are just so ready for me to come back. You got to do these shows in Chicago. So yeah, that is my plan. That is my plan. Las Vegas. Yeah.
Yeah. So this play, you wrote this play?
I did.
And you directed this play?
I did.
What is that process like?
And produced it. So
and
it's like
produced
all-
it. So that means you funded the thing too as well.
Yeah, with some sponsors. I do get sponsors, but for the most part, all the upfront cost and the marketing and all of that. Yeah.
Oh wow. So I mean, let's just go through each of those
What's the
categories.
process?
'Cause I'm like,
Okay.
to write a play, did you just have this idea in your head one day and you're like, I want to write a murder mystery? Like, how did that come about?
Okay, the way it came about is that I attended one,
Okay, yeah.
and I was like, I can't do that, you know, because I've never done a mystery. I mean, I have plenty plays under my belt, but straight mystery, no. So I'm like, I can do that. So, and then also I had attended a performance of a soldier's story, soldier's play, you know, because the movie is based off the play. So I had all that going on in my head, and then I'm like, yeah, I want to do this. So this is the quickest I've ever written a play because I was so charged to do it. It only took me like a couple of weeks maybe, but of course I had to go in and tweak it and fix it up and just do something with it. But now that, so I did that part, had the idea.
Yeah.
I don't even remember how Sapphire Blue came to my head because that's what happens. My characters just show up and it's weird, but I start hearing them in my head, the way they're talking, what they're saying, the way they're interacting with the other characters. So I have all these people in my head and I'm like, I got to write it down. So I have a journal too. So, but that's the process. I mean, I can hear a conversation. I can be inspired by going to a show, but it'll be, of course, my own idea, but the inspiration is constantly there.
When you're in that creative workflow, do you feel like you have to catch that lightning right there?
Right there.
Or it's kind of like catching air, right? It's gonna slip through your fingers.
Yeah, man.
It's the same thing for making music.
Yeah.
I'll have this idea, and then if like something else happened, like my kid needs something or someone calls me, then I'm reaching again to try to pull that download back down.
I get it. It's that whole creative. We're so alike. Creatives it's the same thing across the board pretty much. But man, I gotta start like even if I just have my phone, I gotta start putting it in my phone.
Yeah.
If I have a pen or a napkin, seriously, I could, whatever's there, I gotta start getting it out there before I lose it.
I think another thing that I'm learning about myself is like setting a schedule to create too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Like making it a habit. So I'll have the inspiration where I want to go do something, but then I know like every day at this time or during the week at this time, I'm gonna go work on creating these things.
Yeah, you have to set that time
Building
out.
that habit. Yeah.
You have to make it a habit. I tell people if you want to be a writer, you have to write every day. Even if it's a couple of sentences, just write every single day.
And read.
Yes.
Writers, my mentor was Ron Milner. I don't know if you remember him years ago. He did he wrote the play Checkmates that Denzel Washington was in. It was off Broadway. And he said writers are readers. Like you have to constantly read.
I work in a library. So I'm a supervisor at one of the Arizona libraries. But so I got a book right now in my bag. So exactly, we have to read. It's such a part of the whole thing. So I'm working on a novel too, but that's a whole nother thing.
Okay. Well, I call you a quantum creative, a person that wears many hats, and you probably want to get out a lot of ideas. And so you are single-handedly or with the best resources you have available,
Yes.
pushing these things out.
Pushing them out.
so-
Oh yeah, and you want to know the process too. So after the writing, you finish the script. But even when I'm directing it, the script changes because I'm seeing
Yeah.
it. And I'm like, oh no, I can do this, that. But of course, there's an audition process. I get the word out. Hey, I'm gonna do this show. There's securing a venue. There's the marketing part. But then eventually to see it all come together is so rewarding. It really is.
What's your collaboration process like? Are you letting the actors improvise and on the spot come up with? Or are you one of the directors that's like, read the line?
I have to be both.
Yeah.
I have to be both, but you have to trust your actors.
Yeah.
Because if I don't trust you, that's when I tell you, no, you have to stick with the script. Because they will say something like,
no, that didn't go with my intention.
no,
But
that's
sometimes
you going somewhere else with
but
that.
Sometimes what I like, I always like working with directors who, as an actors director, basically people who are really good with actors and they know their character and they'll say, I don't know if my character would say that. Could we try a couple of things? Is that kind of how you work with them?
Yeah, I would. But you just have to.
Yeah.
You have to build my trust with that.
Yeah.
Because I don't want you coming show day saying something. I'm like, whoa, that was not me.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, it works. I mean, we get that understanding, and then I'm just pretty much straightforward. If it's not working, it's not working. If I'm not feeling it, it's just not working. But because sometimes an actor could say something that's outside of script, and it's not even relevant. Exactly, that's the word. But when you have a comedian in a show,
I was just about to say that because sometimes they can just go off the cuff all the time. Yeah.
So I had to tell, I've worked, and I just love my cast, by the way, but I have to tell them, you are right on the edge. You're about to fall off this cliff if you keep saying this and doing this. But I trust him, and when he comes with what he has, is hilarious, and I'm like, I love it. And he'll have the cast laughing, but he knows to stay within the script as far as what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But he'll put things artistically. It's an art to it. He'll put things in there in his lines. I'm like, that is perfect. Oh my God. Oh my God. So yeah, I trust him. So yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
But that
it's all
process
the
is through
professional.
and it's through the that's the time where it's during the what do you want to call it, the rehearsals. That's when you do all the trying and stuff, and then you can be like, okay, I trust that he will stay within those parameters.
Yeah.
That's
cool.
That's beautiful. So on the producer side of things, I mean, did you have to rob a bank? How did you get this done? Put in extra hours at the library?
Oh gosh. It takes lots of prayer, for real. I'm just going to be honest, because sometimes I feel like I am, by myself in this, but I know what it takes to get to where I need to go. So I'm a very hard worker, and I just stay at it. So there are some ups and downs, but in the end, he always comes through. So I thank God for that. It's sacrifices. Man, when you want to buy something here and there, nope. I got to put that on the show. So it's definitely a lot of sacrifices, and also reaching out to individual sponsors who believe in you, who know your work, who's been with you they know that you're going to produce. I'm going to put the money in this, and I know you're going to come through. So that's great. So I am, I'm working on just continuing to meet people who will catch on to the vision and want to see me win. So it's some sleepless nights there on how I'm going to do this, how I'm going to do that. But it all goes with it. And I'm grateful for where I am now. So yeah.
That's so beautiful. Do you have aspirations to maybe get into film and putting it on the bigger screen or television?
I do. Even though theater is my love, live theater, it has always been my love. And that's why, I went to Columbia College in Chicago. I took playwriting classes with some of the greats. Paul Carter Harrison, rest in peace. But it's just nothing like going into a theater, the mystery of it all, the stage and what's going to happen. You've seen the set, and then it's just all of that. So that's why I love it so much. However, to reach the masses, people go to the movies. So they go to the movies. But each time I do a play, someone will tell me, "Ah, man, this is like a movie. I was watching a movie." Yeah. So have you ever thought about doing this? So I have. I did take screenwriting classes as well. So I do know what to do as far as writing a script. So I have them. So that's the next thing. That's the next thing.
That's awesome. Do you have? So we're gonna wrap up here in a minute, but I got one more question. Like, do you have a recommendation for like books to read right now? Like for all the book readers out there, like what's a good book right now?
Man, I'm reading an exceptional one. Oh gosh, it's always something in my hand. I'm just trying to think what would be like a good recommendation. I'm reading Rattlebone.
Okay.
What is her name? It was. She won an award in 1994. It's a coming of age for a little Black girl, but however, it's the way it's written. Each chapter, it focuses on these people that are in her life, her parents, her neighbors. I'm trying to think of I think the author's name is Maxine something, but it's called Rattlebone. Spectacular. Okay. So I am part of our summer reading program. We signed up about so far close to 5,000 children for our summer reading program, and so I'm part of the reading program. So I like to put those minutes in there, like how much I'm reading, and you're more conscious of that. So I'm reading.
Setting those goals.
That's
awesome. So if we can get you again to plug your show. So give us the pitch on why people need to come watch and how they're going to enjoy themselves at this entertaining occasion.
It's a very entertaining show, even from the title. Where's Sapphire Blue? You want to know where she is, right? And you're not only going to be entertained and pulled in and you're going to keep up with the pace of the story. It's entertaining, and as well as there's audience participation. So you're not just watching a show. We get you involved. We want to hear what you're saying. And then even to share your thoughts with other audience members, it just becomes a fun thing. So I'm going to have vendors, like I said, a cash bar. We have prizes during intermission. So, and a great cast. Serenity J plays Sapphire Blue, and all of these actors are doing their things. They're film actors, they are singers, they are theater actors, very talented comedians. So you won't be disappointed. So get your tickets at azbroadway.org next Sunday, 4:00. You won't be disappointed. I'm serious, because it's not just because I'm saying it's because it's my work. It's because of the response we're getting. It's growing. So get in while you can to see it. Yes, it's really growing. Yes.
Awesome. And follow you where? Because especially if you're if you're an actor or comedian and they want you, because you're going to have plenty other shows coming up and people are going to want to audition.
Yes. So my business is Simply Living Productions. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram, Simply Living Productions. But me personally, you'll still find out what I'm doing on my personal page as well. Instagram is Sonja, SONJA.CAMI, and Facebook is Sonja Camille.
Awesome. And what's the name of the play again?
Where's Sapphire Blue?
Where's Sapphire Blue?
Yes.
Awesome.
Whodunit Mystery.
Awesome. Thank you. Everybody, thank you for coming and checking out our episode. Make sure you go watch Where's Sapphire Blue next Sunday, right? Yes. Another question. How many shows are there going to be?
This time there's just going to be one, but I'm looking to do a run at Arizona Broadway Theater. So,
Okay.
but catch it while you can.
Catch it while you can.
Yeah.
Yes. Wear Sapphire Blue. Make sure y'all go see that. Arizona has culture. Arizona has community.
Yes.
We have awesome creatives out here, and we're doing beautiful things.
Yes.
Yes.
Y'all have a good night.
That was true. I'm talking to you.
It was a pleasure.
When I talk about it.
Hey, thank you for tuning in and watching what we had to offer. Continue to look at what we have by following us on all the social medias and subscribing to our channels, YouTube, TikTok, everywhere you can find us, SongLab Live.
Calling all musical beings, all singers, musicians, rappers and tap dancers, calling poets, podcasters and people that make interesting mouth noises. Fans over followers, collaboration over competition, love over hate. Tell a friend, tell your mama and tell your cousins too. SongLab Live is back, baby.